Good morning, people. This is David J. Price, and I'm here with
Bernardo Ansel,
you are listening to the Lottery of Life podcast,
where we go into depth on how men across the world can improve their lives through the three main areas of life,
which are finances, personal development, and overall general fitness. So if you're ready to go on a journey to mental improvement, then relax and have a seat because you are at the right place. Welcome to episode 12 of the Lottery of Life podcast. If you're a returning listener, then welcome back. But if it's your first time, my name is David, here with
Bernardo Ansel.
And here at the Lottery of Life, we start every single episode with a quote or a motivational piece to get your mind rolling. So, Nard, let's hear the quote.
A man that stands for nothing will fall for anything. Malcolm X.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. What made you want to choose that quote?
Man, the reason I chose this quote, because I feel like as a man, it has to be a certain point in your life you got to stand on something, man. You got to stand on business or anything, bro. Like, cause like you could understand, like, in situations, man, when you get disrespected as a man, and sometimes you gotta be on your 10 toes. You gotta say, I'm not going for it, bro. Like I
for sure. I mean, of course, you gotta stand up for yourself. Like, I mean, I like both parts of it because it's like if you don't have something to stand for, then you'll fall for anything. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be weak. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
You'll go for anything. You'll be green. And I mean, you won't have no type of ambition, it ain't necessarily about even just defending yourself, but it's about just standing on what you say as a man. You know what they say, like, a man's word is his bond. Like, that's a real thing. Like, you gotta goddamn really stand on what you say as a man. You can't be out here just, putting shit into the air and not standing on it. Because if you do, then you're gonna be reflected. That's gonna reflect by your peers. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna let you know, and they're gonna be able to tell by the way that they treat you and react to what you say. They're gonna know you some bullshit.
For real. And you want to know something that's funny, bro? In Atlanta, I'm not even gonna cap. In Atlanta, I'm finna do a 360 right now. Niggas gonna try you in Atlanta 100%. But the thing about it is, if you go out bad in one situation, everybody gonna try to, they gonna think shit is sweet, bro. All for real. So as soon as a situation comes where if you feel disrespect, you gotta nip it in the butt all for real. Because I promise you, if you let that shit slide one time, everybody gonna try to they gonna be like, oh yeah, nah, he's sweet. He the one to play with.
Nah, especially like you gotta think about that shit like. I mean, you just gotta be able to do it the right way,
100%.
In the right circumstances.
100%.
Like, for example,
that's what I want to talk about.
A man who is in jail, as opposed to a man who is a CEO of his company, you gotta react differently to different things. In jail, yeah, you gotta step on everything. Nigga. You gotta step on everything. Because if you don't, nigga, it's over with. But if you're a man of high caliber and you're CEO of your company, and a peon try you or something, you know what I'm saying? You don't really got to get out of character for that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, bro, you're the CEO. You got way more to lose than what they do. It's a saying my sister used to say all the time. She be like, man, I hate fighting ugly bitches. Because they be like, they ain't got nothing to lose. Like, I'm pretty. And my sister could hit anyway. But she be like, listen, I don't like them ugly girls, they reckless because they ain't got nothing to lose. They already fucked up.
I ain't even gonna care, but I'm glad you said it. I'm mad at myself for fighting so much back in the days, bro. Because like I just realized I really had more to lose than a lot of the niggas or a lot of the dudes that I was fighting. I had way more to lose.
Are you sure?
But I'm glad that you said that because like as men in the real world, as we get older, we gotta learn how to deal with situations a little bit differently. Just because it's like you don't want to automatically go straight to violence because in the real world they gonna lock your ass up.
Yeah,
that's just how it goes. You got a lot to lose.
Bro, that shit is a slippery slope because at the end of the day, as men though, like the type of energy that we give off, we way more physical. So like when we do get upset or something, or it's kind of set up to where it's like if you don't control your anger enough to where you react to irrationally every time you do it, every chance you get, as hard as you can, yeah, you're gonna be locked up or dead. Like that's just the way it's set up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like you could always. It's a lot of altercations or misunderstandings that could be handled with a conversation. You feel?
Not even just a conversation. It's just about, like you said, standing on this shit, right?
Exactly.
Addressing it, like being very direct. Like you know what I'm saying. It's a lot of times, like for example, I'm the youngest in my job. I've kind of always, I'm one of the youngest, right? But for example, when I was the manager at Juicy Crab, I was the youngest on the line. And I was them niggas supervisor though. Yeah. And I had to tell them what to do, I had to make sure they was on their job. So shit, I had a couple of times where like, I tell this man what to do. I'm a grown ass man. Woo-doo, woo-doo, woo. I'm a grown ass man too, and I'm your supervisor. So I'm not here. I used to always tell like, if you're a grown man, I should have to tell you how to do your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't have to take the nigga out back and hit with him, but I'm like, if you a grown man, I should have to tell you how to do your job.
Yeah.
If you do your job properly, I won't have to tell you nothing.
See, I ain't even gonna care. That's probably one of the main reasons why you probably back in the day. Because back in the day, I'm not even gonna care. I almost had to slap David a couple times. I was closer. You feel me? Backhanding the man.
You see, he made a smart decision, right? He's a smart guy.
I'm just saying, but back in the day, you gotta learn how to talk to people. David didn't know how to talk to people. You can't tell a grown man. I feel like as a grown man, you should know how to do your job. Just because, I mean, it just don't sound right. Because like I was telling at the job where we had a misunderstanding. That's what it was. Because, I got out of the character. Brett got out of the character. Auntie came. She was like, let me talk to you for a second. It's certain ways that you deal with situations as you get older, and that's not the way how you deal with them. Like, okay, we had a misunderstanding.
Wow.
The way how so I'm over here, I'm doing my job, conversating, and then I tell bro I'm finna go do something, and then bro didn't agree with it.
Right.
And it wasn't, the problem isn't what he said, because like they said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's the way he said it and how he did it to where it kind of set me off. If I say, hey, I'm finna do this, and then you slam your hand and you start yelling, like he just slammed his hand and he got a little higher, like you could see his body language, the way he acting, like
his energy.
Yeah, exactly. And then that kind of set me off. I'm like, hey, bro, look, you're not finna disrespect me. Like, I come in there, I know you probably think the way I come in here, bro. Like, I come say hi to everybody. I be chilling, I be on my, just on my relaxed, cool stuff, friendly stuff, bro. But it could really get wicked, bro. Like it could really, like, it could go there. And like I was telling bro, I'm like, hey, bro, look, this ain't one of the, bro. This ain't what you want. This ain't that.
So what happened?
So, long story short, I told bro, like, hey, bro, look, I ain't even gonna cap. I don't know what you think about me, bro, but, like, this ain't that. If you want to really handle this shit, we can really go in the office, and, we can run one, or, like, you want to go outside, bro. Like, I'm really not tripping. I'm not trying to be tough or bold or anything like that. I'm not trying to say no crazy shit. But, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, if that's what you want to do, if you're really upset, we can really handle it, because that's usually how I used to handle my problem. Yeah. You probably know back in high school, man, look, that's... Hey, we could run 15 and, we could damn shake hands and, talk nothing about it. That's usually how, but, that's not the way to really handle that. And, eventually, we got over it. We had a conversation. You was like, hey, so, we talked about all, like, it was a misunderstanding. Like I said, bro said, I really wasn't trying to come at you like that. I could understand it. Like I told her, like, from my point of view, you could see how or why I got upset. Because, one, it's people around, and then you're escalating, and you're doing the most.
Anytime it's an audience around, that multiplies.
Exactly, it multiplies.
It's like it's just an atmosphere type deal. But I mean, in my opinion, bro, I feel like bro slammed the fucking. I don't know what the fuck.
But I'm saying, so you see this desk right here? How we got this desk? Bro was like, bro, you just can't be doing what you want, bro. I'm like.
He slammed his hand.
It's just like that. And then this man had a ring, bro. Like, you feel me? Yeah. Brett had a ring on his head.
And I know that shit was loud, so everybody look up, pop their head up.
Exactly. So
that shit make it worse. But, I mean, I feel like in that situation, like, shit, as long as you keep calm, like, if I'm in that situation, bro.
I was calm. That was the thing. That was calm. And then, because, bro, that's how I used to handle my problems, bro. And like, like Auntie said, nah, that's not the way you deal with situations, especially in the workplace, especially when you're in a different environment, especially that you're older. Definitely, you got to try, talk about it. Like, hey, bro, come here real quick. Can you please not do that? Especially like me as being a grown man, you being as a grown man, you could feel or see how that would be disrespectful towards me. Yes. And then bro definitely like he understood that. And
because the way that the reason why that works is because when you meet somebody, like it's a I don't know if it's a saying or something, but when somebody acting, this is something that my bro was talking to me about like just dealing with my girl, dealing with women, you know what I'm saying? Like, even dealing with his girl, like it's not like I was dealing with this per se, but he was just giving me his insight on how he was dealing with his girl. It's like, you know what I'm saying, if you know your girl and you know how she usually acts, when she start acting different on some crazy shit, like if you gotta meet her with calmness, And that's going to help her realize that she the one tripping. Like, if she trip out, because when somebody trip out, they expecting you to trip out back on them. When somebody raise their voice and yell at you, or somebody talk a little crazy, they ready for you to talk crazy back. So if you talk a little crazy, and then you look, if they talk crazy, and you like, what make you think that? Or what? How come you, whatever. And you talk calm, and they still talk crazy, and you still remain calm, eventually it's going to register, hold on, damn, I'm tripping right now. So, like, I would say, yeah, you meet aggression with just like trying to get on the same understanding. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to stand on 10 toes when somebody is trying you. You got to know.
Told me,
like, hold on, because like we said, things work differently when you, like I said, if a nigga was in jail versus a nigga was a CEO, right? You was at work in your workplace, so that's cool. But if you in like your social environment or something like that, or if you goddamn, I would just say, like, you got to have enough discretion in your situation to know whether somebody really trying you or not, or whether you over exaggerating or overdoing it. And in a situation where somebody is really trying you, you know, a real man ain't gonna talk about it. They gonna be about it. So shit, say whatever and let it be known. Like you said, I would have said probably what you said. Like, bro, listen, I ain't gonna lie. You know, if you really want to make this shit happen, let's go make it happen over there. Like, for real, we can go in the room, we can make shit happen. If the nigga don't follow you, or if he don't make it known that he's not trying to make it happen, nigga keep talking, bro. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your anger. Like, sitting up here and getting upset. What? Like, that's what women do, bro. Like, and outside of that, just people overall, like, bro, don't talk, bro. Even my girl, she went through this shit. It's funny you said that. She was at the job last night, and they have like these little tablets or whatever that they use to take people orders. So a girl basically asked her for her tablet because I guess they got to share them sometime when they get low. So my girl like had reached it out and gave it to her, and as the girl was getting it, she was like, and when you done with it, can you put it back over there? Cause something. And my girl was like, no, you have it on you all the time, and everybody else do too. So if you need it, you can ask for it. Like, so the girl said some shit under her breath, turned around and walked away, right? Later on throughout the whole night, every time my girl and that girl crossed paths, mind you, the girl pregnant, bro, and fucking, bro, she walk around, blah, 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 I might be pregnant, but I still can get down, And she in the kitchen, my girl walk in the kitchen, she talk about the shit. No, cause bitches, this, but you ain't said shit to my girl about him though. So like, bro, why? And my girl could completely ignore her, cause my girl knows she not sweet.
But listen, bro, like another thing, like this is honestly so, like situations, especially in the workplace, you don't want to like. Let me just say, female be beefing way more than
yeah,
of course.
Like,
they got way, that's a different situation. But I could just say, from it, like you don't want stuff to build up, especially if you work with somebody, you gotta get it off rip, like off rip, because. When people got that hostility and they start, just start talking, and every day they bring that grudge, and then they try to just talk to other folks about you, eventually it's going to escalate. So that's why 9 times out of 10 with situations like that, if I'm at work, if we got a misunderstanding now, automatically I'm like, hey, bro, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you for a second real quick. Yeah. And this is going to be a calm situation. Because like I said, bro, at the whole time, I was calm, bro. Like, I wasn't upset. Like, I was upset, but I wasn't really, like, pissed off. Because, it's been...
You didn't get loud?
I didn't get loud. I was like, bro, look. Hey, look. Like, what I got to get loud for? Like, it's no... Like I told... Because really... When I was like, bro, look, this ain't, I don't know what you think this is, bro, but this ain't it, bro. Like, you feel me?
And that's a good thing, because it's consequences for every action that you take. Like, you know what I'm saying? You getting loud, and let's say you just hit bro when he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been the worst thing ever, bro, because you got to realize.
You lost your job. Let's say you had, even if you didn't lose your job, you have a certain type of connotation attached to you now. Like, for example, I don't know why, but I had this negative ass connotation in high school, like I was some type of
you wasn't hot. Something's wrong with you.
But the point is though, the effects of your actions can last a lot longer than that current moment.
Okay, you got way better, bro. Like I said, you done improve. You done did, like I said, you done learn how to talk to people now. You done got better situations, bro. Matter of fact, I gotta bring this up, bro. Remember your strong arm robbery?
Bro, why you talking about old shit, bro?
Remember, for those who don't know, you gotta tell this story, bro. Listen, like
this I think, okay, yeah, this is a perfect example. I'm gonna tell you the story. This is a perfect example of knowing how to really, you know what I'm saying, move in a certain situation, right? So, bro, I was at the park. We was at the basketball court, and I used to carry a lot of shit on me, because a lot of times when I got out of school, I had practice. When I got out of practice, I used to go across the street to my bro's house, chill, whatever, and go in the neighborhood. So we was hooping, and I left my fucking I changed my shoes, and I left my J's on the fucking basketball, under the basketball goal, and put my playing shoes on. And I left because it got dark, and I'm fucking left without even grabbing them, right? Next day, I'm like, oh, where the fuck my shoes at? And the next couple of days, I'm like, damn, I done really lost my shoes. How the fuck I lose some shoes? These was the Wing It 2s, matter of fact. I had just gotten them hoes probably like 2 weeks ago. Man, I'm in class, and then I fucking run. I'm in class, I leave, and it was in a T building right on the corner, and I see this young nigga with my shoes on, bro. And I know they my shoes because I had a certain type of scuff on them at a certain area. Yeah. I was like, hold on. I said, bro, come here. And I had Ryan with me too. I had my boy Ryan with me. Yeah, I said, hey, bro, they're my shoes. And I know they're my shoes. He said, nah, bro, these my brother. These my brother's shoes. He gave these to me. I said, bro, those are my shoes. Give me my shoes. Take them off. Like I told him, give me my shoes. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. These are my shoes. I said, all right, let me see real quick. Grab this nigga foot, picked this foot up, slid my shoe right off, handed it to Ryan. I said, give me the other one. Bro, what you tripping, bro? Reached down, picked this nigga foot up, grabbed it, gave it to my boy, and I told him, I ain't threatened him or nothing, but I told him, like, I know I trumped his ass off, though. Like, nigga, you think I'm stupid? You think I don't know my own fucking shoe? Bro, get your ass out of here, broke ass nigga. And I said whatever I said, and I left. Mind you, this whole altercation happened with a camera over my shoulder. But got the whole thing. So the nigga left with no shoes. I had a nigga walk around the school with no shoes, nigga.
But, matter of fact, my bad to cut you off. That's the situation. That's why I don't always jump to conclusions when you see a certain event, because you don't know what conspired before then. Like, you don't have the full story. Things always look worse. Bro, they probably watching that camera. They just see you literally picking on this. Like, if you see a video, it's an upperclassman literally picking on another dude, just grabbing his shoes, this and that. But it's crazy. The administration knew you. They knew you had anger problems. They knew you had situations. The whole school you knew had anger. They were like, bro, something is wrong with David.
No, David I was known to be moving a certain type of way.
I was known with anger issues. There was like,
let me finish the story, nigga. So when I got down, that shit happened like probably second. That shit happened literally second period, right after second period. And as a matter of fact, now I'm planning shit back in my head. I watched this nigga the whole class period because when he first came in, I knew that he had my shoes on. And I chose not to do nothing right then and there. So as soon as he left, I caught his ass right outside the fucking door. And the crazy part about it is that later on, probably like 2 periods went by, and Officer Strozier called me to the office. And I'm like, what the fuck is it now, bro? It's always some shit. I go in there, the nigga turned his camera around. He turned his laptop around and showed me the video. He's like, David, Mr. Price, what is this? What is this? Now, my sister the one who had anger issues, but me, I was known to be relaxed and calm. So he was like, I know this is not like you. Like, what make you think you can do this? You know this is a strong armed robbery? You know this is a charge? I was like, he had my shoes. I said, Mr. Strozier, those were my shoes. He said, that don't matter. You can't physically take this. You robbed this man. You had him walk around with no shoes. He literally he walked home with no shoes and came back with his fucking play shoes. But nigga, those was your shoes. I don't know why you thought you was gonna take mine. But the thing about it is, I could have handled the situation better. You know,
I mean, how else could you handle the situation?
I could have on some like, I mean, I don't know. I really didn't want to get nobody else involved. I took the matters in my own hand. But you know, always gotta take matters into your own hand. I could have just let my teacher know what was going on. Yeah, you know, I'd be like, listen, Mr. Freeman, I know this man got my shoes on. You know, I don't know what you want to do about it, but I ain't leaving until he give me my shoes. So if you want to call somebody in here, call whatever. But I didn't want to go through all that. I wanted my shoes, and I got my shoes. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Another situation that's kind of why we still talking about this is like one thing that happened at my job, and this just kind of shows how things as a man, you know, situations are different. You know, we was in a workplace, and I was getting. My man just be getting on my ass because they know I have a lot of potential in me, and they see greatness in me. So if I slack with any little thing, they really harp on that shit.
Matter of fact, I don't want to cut you up. That's another thing. You also have to be able to like understand the difference between like good criticism, somebody's trying to help you, trying to see your potential, and disrespect. Yeah. Like you probably see like, man, bro, getting on me, this and that, but like I feel like it's a negative connotation if somebody like comes at
feedback.
you or gives you
That's all
negative feedback.
Criticism is just feedback.
They
on
automatically
how you
try you.
And you always got to be able to like take certain shit with a grain of salt and be able to see the value in whatever somebody's saying to you. So like I was saying, my managers, they always like getting on me and shit. And I'm like, I was annoyed. And then one of my other managers had said something to me, and I was like, nigga, of course not, or some shit. Or like, nah, I said, nigga, something. And then like later on, well, no, he told me right then. He's like, hey, and he didn't say it in like a disrespectful way. But he was like, don't call me no nigga. I ain't no nigga now, or something like that. And it was kind of crazy to hear that because just like we kick shit and talk, like cuss around each other, say that, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't really think nothing of it when I said it. But he told me like, nah, don't something. So I was like, all right, my bad. If I was like, really?
Understand?
I was like, really? I was like, oh, okay, my bad, bro. X, Y, and Z. I apologize. Right then and there.
That's
So later on, he came to me though. Like he came up to my desk. He was like, yeah, I didn't really want to say nothing while or go much into it while all the other managers in there because I know how things can be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, don't one thing my grandma taught me was I ain't something, and I damn sure ain't nobody nigga. So, that word right there, if you think about it, I ain't never called you that word, I ain't never, said that. So
100%.
don't in the future, like basically don't ever call me that shit. And I had no choice but to respect it. And it was like, bro, I sincerely apologize, and you ain't gotta worry about this shit happening. And I've never did that shit again. But it's just about, like you said, knowing how when somebody's either criticizing you, being negative or whatever. Like I could have took that shit as
and I like the way he handled it. Like he let you know off rip, and then after that he addresses like, hey, bro, let me talk to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's how you got to deal with situations. That's how you got to deal with your problems. But matter of fact, speaking on that, it was a similar situation that happened one time when I was at the airport. It was cause the old heads, they don't play about that, bro. Like, cause they lived through like Jim Crow and stuff like that. That stuff was not like people think it's like 1,000 years or 100 years, but it was like less 1950s and 60s. You feel me? Like it's cause think about it, that's like 50 years ago. There's still people around here walking 50.
Yeah,
folks that's 50, 60. They lived through all that stuff, man. Yeah. So it was this white guy just walking. He was upset in the airport, and then he said he was walking right, and then he bumped this, and he said the N-word.
What he called an old head?
Yes, yes. And this man was in a wheelchair. This old head was in a wheelchair, had a cane and everything, and he was with his wife.
Why do you have a cane in the wheelchair?
But listen, this man was a retired veteran and everything like that, but this man found the struggle, got out of the wheelchair, picked up his cane, and broke it on this man's head.
What?
Bro, I kid you not.
Cracked the shit on his head?
Cracked it up. I'm literally, the cane, like, do you realize how much force you have to hit? And this is an old head. And then I'm talking about this man, he stood up, he was like, man, y'all don't understand, man. and literally.
Was the white nigga, was the white dude the old head too?
Kind of. He probably was probably maybe 50 or early 50s,
no, like
late 40s. Like he went, man. I'm telling you,
damn.
I'm talking about cracked him.
What happened?
Cracked him. That? Well, Brett tried to yell, and then he was like, man, nah, let him come here. And then I was like, man, and it was like, they immediately, this is the airport, but they immediately broke it like, sir, relax. Yeah. And he was like, man, I don't play that. And then the thing, like his wife, it was so funny because. They was like, man, his wife already knew what type of dude she had. You feel me? She didn't move or nothing. But it was crazy. They got him out of there, man. Like they were like, bro went on the way.
He got locked up or something?
Nah, they got bro out of there. Like
I mean, dude, they got him out of there.
They got bro they got old head out of there. Like they got him out of there, and I don't know if he got on. I don't think he got on the flight though, cause like he probably I don't know how it went, but I know the white guy, he went to the hospital and everything like that, but. But
nah. OG stood on his 10, like, you know what I'm saying? In that situation, come on now, ain't nobody playing about that. That's complete disrespect. Yeah, 100%. So it don't matter how old you are, fucking young or old, man. Stand on your 10. Like, at the end of the day, some shit gotta be stepped on.
You gotta know.
When I was in the military, bro, that shit was something that was really big. Like, that shit was like a big ass camp, but it was like, and sometimes that shit was like a jail, bro, like a prison. Like, we locked in with each other in these big ass bays the whole time, so shit, it's a couple of situations I probably can probably just recall a nigga thinking they gonna try to step on you just because let's say you got low rank or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna address that. I mean, they're gonna take advantage of that shit. You know, they're gonna try to tell you, hey, go do this. You know what I'm saying? Don't be nobody do boy. Only do for somebody what they would do for you. You know what I'm saying? Only be, you know what I'm saying? Don't take orders from nobody. If you a man, don't take orders from nobody who wouldn't take an order from you. Like, it should be a mutual thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody think that they can rule you, whether they older than you, whether they got more rank than you, more money than you, more success than you, whatever, bro. Stand on your 10. Like, if you don't respect yourself, nobody else is gonna respect you.
100%. 100%. I agree with that. But you know, on a different topic, because I know we got on, we stayed on this for a minute just because you know it's a sensitive topic. You know, we gotta definitely let our ideas be heard. But man, I don't know if you know, I've been vegetarian for this month. I haven't had meat. What's today?
Today is the 20th.
Bro, 20 days without, bro, I feel good,
For
bro.
real?
Like, I feel like you ever seen a nigga on with Dragon Ball Z? Like, when he powering up, like, you feel me? Like,
I'm proud of you.
look, bro, I feel so good, bro. Like, without, like, it's just been, man, I feel so good,
how
bro.
has that been for you?
It's been amazing. I got more energy. I could do more. It's like, I don't know. I feel like a straight detox. And then next month, I'm about to be pescatarian. And then, you know, and then later on, I'm about to probably gonna eat less and less meat. And then I'm gonna really start exercising more. Bro, you about to see this change.
Okay, I want to see it, bro.
Folks saying, bro, like, legit at the job, it was like, oh, man, you losing weight. You feel
Really?
like, yes. Like, I don't know if you could tell, bro, like,
Listen.
and I'm glowing. I'm glowing. I got a drip. Do y'all see this?
If y'all can make sure y'all on YouTube.
Dior, this is the Dior shirt Lil Baby had on in the video.
Can't see you, but for our YouTube listeners, comment
Like,
below if he
go
how he
ahead,
looking, man.
like you, cause I can't. Can y'all see this?
Get your ass off my camera, bro.
This shirt came from me feeling good. I'm just. That's what I'm just saying. Christian Dior gave me this shirt personally.
Really? He made it for you? One-on-one?
He made it for me and Lil Baby. That's all I'm saying. Like,
he made one for Baby too? Okay.
I'm just saying.
But look, let me ask
he
you
copped it. Lil Baby seen me with it one day, bro. He was like, bro, this nigga right here.
We're not gonna lie to our listeners. But how have you made this transition from being a fucking straight carnivore? Because I know how your ass get down versus being straight vegetarian. Like,
yo, I ain't gonna cap. It was a big jump, bro. Like, because like I'm so brought up. Like every meal I have to have meat with it. Yeah. No matter what I eat, bro. Like meat is always the main course, and vegetables. So, that's like.
Because I know a lot of times you probably buy food and shit. So if
go-to, I've been eating salads, and eggs is technically vegetarian because it's not meat. Salads, and then I found this little vegan place. I be having like.
What's the name of it? Fresh Smoothie Cafe?
Nah, EV. I mean, vegan. In vegan, and like a lot of their food is
good. When I was vegan, that shit.
And I'm not having like the little fake meat stuff that the beans that they make into like stuff, but I'm getting like real like kale, vegetables and corn and stuff.
Like
not
foods.
Corn, but like different stuff that's
season got black to it. Like black bean burgers and shit like that.
Not even them.
No,
like I be having like real like meat, like real vegetable meals, bro, and it be bust. And then I know this other dinner called like Amy's or something like that. It's really good, bro. It's like they got little casseroles, vegan lasagna. So
you said you wasn't eating the fake meat, man.
There's no meat in it.
Oh, okay.
Like it's literally because lasagna they just decided that because it's literally just spinach, little stuff like that, cheese, and then like just
tomatoes,
tomato, all those extra stuff, bro. Just no meat, bro. You'll be surprised how good like it, bro. It's a lot of good meals,
remember,
bro.
I was
Like,
vegan
you got
for like
yams, like little stuff like that, bro.
It's if you just remove meat, because at the end of the day, meat not necessarily. I don't say it's like a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But if you just remove the amount of meat that you eat, you can replace it with. It's plenty of things that you can replace it with that'll give you the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? When I was vegan, I used to eat a lot of potatoes, a lot of sweet potatoes. I used to eat a lot of fruit and vegetables because the fibers inside that stuff is gonna make you feel full longer. You know what I'm saying? So eggs, fruit, vegetable. That's definitely and the thing about it, the stuff that you eat that's not meat, 9 out of 10 has a lot more like vitamins and nutrients and micronutrients in it as opposed to what being meat. Because when you cook a lot of the meat, it be dead. Or even when the animal dies, we don't eat raw flesh. So everything that we eat be cooked, the animal, once it dies, all of the stuff that's in it really dies as well. Like, it's only a small amount that you still get from eating a meat, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I still rock with meat, but I feel like the amount of meat consumption, don't overdo it, because like if you look at your teeth, you got like 2 canines over here, so I definitely feel like you probably eat a little bit of meat, like you really omnivore, but you only got really like 2 or 4. So basically you should eat more plants than you eat meat. Like you should, not really like eat meat too much. Like probably like you should do like some months, or like if you do eat meat, eat less of it. I don't feel like you just need to be out here straight up carnivore, because I ain't gonna care. I was a straight carnivore.
Just try eating meat once a day.
Not even once a day. Maybe one time out of a week.
You gotta think.
Like,
you gotta be
can break
realistic.
it down.
You gotta be realistic. No, you gotta think that we've grown up. Like you said, you was growing up to eat meat with every single meal. We eat about 3 or 4 times a day. So the average American eats meat 3 or 4 times a day in a 7-day week. You know what I'm saying? They eating meat no less than probably about like 21 to 28 times throughout the week. So if you want to get them advice on how to try to remove meat, you at least got to start somewhere realistic by saying just eat it once a day.
Nah, but I didn't even do that, bro. But because the thing about it is, people really like everything. Your mind is the most valuable and the most powerful asset that you have in this world. 100. Because I quit with just cold turkey. I just told myself, because like you can't say I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Eventually you gotta hop off the porch and say, bro, F it. I'm about to do this, and I'm about to take care of myself. You gotta have that good reason. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna see what happens. And then I've been staying disciplined is definitely gonna be a challenge, because bro, it's been situations I be looking, I'm like, damn, bro, like, man, that chicken right there look good. That steak right there look good, because I like to eat beef and stuff like that. Or like that burger right there, it looks buzz, bro. But like, I still control myself, like, nah, bro. I told myself I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna hold myself to that, bro.
Yeah, so discipline is key. It's really key. That's the one trait between all successful people. It's crazy you said that, bro. I mean, if y'all follow the page on Instagram, the Lottery of Life Podcast, but follow my page too, because I put a lot of motivation.
Ain't no free promo, bro. You just gonna come on my podcast to promote your shit.
Nigga, I can promote my shit on here. Follow me, David J. Price. I actually made a video this morning talking about how self-discipline is a key to your success. You can't have success without having self-discipline, because the self-discipline is what's going to hold you throughout those long periods to where you got to go without something, or it's going to help you, give you the motivation to do the actions that you need to take in order to succeed. So for example, you abstaining from eating that chicken that one time came from you having the self-discipline, so you are successful in your journey and not have eaten meat. So that's good, bro.
100%. And another thing, I'm glad David said that. Like, go to David private whatever Instagram and DM him and tell him like, hey bro, you lacking on the Lottery of Life Podcast Instagram. Go follow us. And just send David a whole bunch of hate on his personal, because he has not posted a quote or anything on his last one.
But listen, hey man, that's about how much time we got anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and bring this thing to a close. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely, as always, we appreciate every listener. Every listener. Make sure y'all comment below if y'all like some of the points that we talked about. Make sure y'all share with a friend. Make sure y'all follow us and subscribe. We definitely appreciate it. And shit, go ahead, Nart.
Oh yeah, we out. And remember, your body's a temple.
For sure. We'll see you next week.